One of my favorite quotes of all time, and I don't even know, it's been attributed to 8,000 people. I'll take credit for it if nobody else wants to.
Okay.
Is whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're right. And it really is what it boils down to. So the book really, like I said, is all about people who may have decided that they can't learn it anymore. Maybe they have decided that that there's nothing, that learning's just too hard for them. This gives them an avenue to at least dip their toe in the water and see if they can still process new ideas and relate those new ideas to their business and their life.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you're talking, I part of our biggest learning is having experience. So as we're growing and having experience, we're learning. But let's just take your example of the roofer who has a small business and is working very hard themselves. They're having experiences with customers and things like that, or trying to do marketing. They need to keep learning from other people like yourself that have learned some successful strategies and try and implement those, but they don't have a lot of time to learn.
The first thing they have to do is prioritize it. You have to make a priority of learning. One of the things, and I don't know, one of my favorite people to listen to. If I'm in the car, there's an audio book or a podcast playing. Whatever it is, there is something there. If I'm tilling the garden, I'm listening to an audiobook or a podcast. And one of the guys I listen to a lot is a guy named Myron Golden, and he's a success coach, and he gets into a lot of things. And one of the things that he preaches about regularly is the difference between successful people and people who struggle. And the difference is their commitment to education versus their commitment to entertainment. An old saying, and once again, I wish I knew who said this, is rich people have large libraries and small TVs. Poor people have small libraries and big TVs. And I really do think if you're going to get to where you dream of being in life, the first thing you need to evaluate is how much of your time is being spent on entertainment and how much of your time is being spent on education. And I think most people would be absolutely amazed at how skewed those numbers are in their life.
Yeah. So John, how would you break down, your book has lots of topics that are very relevant to the business owner. What topics does your book cover?